I had a teacher one time at a Christian school who made jokes basically about saying like, "Oh yeah, Christians suck. They're mean. They're racist. They're sexist and stuff." And it's like, they're some of them, sure, but like when you generalize all the way like that, and don't address the fact that like all of that stuff. Yes, absolutely. Some of them are. We are all people. Yes, definitely. But when you generalize out like that, and when you say, yeah, exactly. When you say Christians, what you really ought to be referring to is the biblical definition of Christian. Like the Bible tells people to do this because like there are poor practitioners of any club, group, religion who don't adhere to, who aren't all in, who aren't actually interested in um, following what you're supposed to do. In Christianity, people who are not actually in a relationship with God, who are not actually born again, who are not striving to live like Christ and humbly asking for God's forgiveness when they sin and being comforted by the grace that covers their sin. So like, yeah, you can say that about any group of people, but what you should, when you say Christians, outside of saying bad Christians, you should, you ought to be referring to a biblical representation of a Christian, which looks a lot, I mean, it looks a lot like a fallible Jesus. Jesus not being fallible, but we are called to live like Christ, but we are fallible.